Okay. Project low budget sprint, or budget sprint, not low budget. Yeah, it is a low budget. So in keeping with this whole theme behind this, that you guys can copy this, you can look up you can buy any of this shit on the internet. You can get a hold of Stacy, and Stacy can provide it for you or sell the stuff to you, whatever you want. So in keeping with this budget and mindset the whole way through this car, and me sticking with it, I bought Sniper fuel system, Hyperspark, exhaust, and I'm trying to use all the manufacturers that we use. Of course, I am using all the manufacturers that we use, but Holley, a ton of stuff has come from Holley. I mean, the exhaust, the fuel system, the EFI, the gauges, a whole bunch of it's come from Holley. But we also got, like, out in America with the coilover shocks that we'll be putting on, CPP that's got the budget-minded, you know, tubular control arms. I didn't buy those guys. I had them already off of a car that was sitting on the shelf, but that's something that you don't have to buy. But we're a dealer for CPP and for UMI. You guys seen all the stuff that I put on my Buick from UMI. So staying with that, I bought the Holley EFI, upgraded it to the 440 or the 400 liter per hour. Now, I've already assembled the sending unit, but I've already set the pump height and all that. And basically all I'm doing is now setting the pump in. Now, they come with a cork gasket. I personally, this is just a thing for me, has nothing to do with what you guys want to do or the instructional part of it, but I put just a dab of Ultra Black around it because I didn't want the gasket to slide. It is cork, so it would have sealed fine on its own. And the truth of the matter is, if I ever pull it out, it's gonna be a son bitch to clean up. But I don't plan on ever pulling it out. So there we go. So she's a little bit tight. There we go. Like I said, I've already set the depth and all that on the pump. So I just found a little place where I screwed up. I didn't turn the hose clamp. Just kind of make it a pain in the ass to get it down in there, though. See, there's a little trick you guys got to remember when you put yours together. So, leave that in there for a second. So, like I said, guys, everything about this is trying to build something that you guys can 100% get online, call Stacy, whatever, call these people yourself. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. But it's an affordable deal that a working guy can put a little money back and buy stuff one piece at a time. If it'd been something that I was doing for me, and like my Chevy 2 or something like that, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, guys, of course I'd have the Holley brushless pumps like I do, but that's not the idea behind this. I have a hard time sometimes staying focused on what I set out to do and let it get away from me, because I think, oh man, I want this and I want that. And as shitty as it is to say, I'm in a position that I can do that, but not everybody is. So, not being an arrogant prick, I'm just being a prick. I'm always a prick. But what I'm trying to do is build something that anybody can copy. Just like when I first did the Nova, if you guys go back to the original time that I converted the Nova over to the little street race deal, I put a blow-through sniper on it, standard small block. It was something that anybody could copy and make that same power. It was a very, very simple deal. Our little sniper tank, the sniper line from Holley, is affordable EFI stuff. When I say affordable, it's very affordable. It's not, you're not gonna make, well, I don't know, I did. I used Holley sniper and my Chevy 2 made 1100 at the tire when I turned the boost up, using it as a blow-through. But the idea behind the sniper stuff is to be able to take your carbureted car, throw a Holley sniper on it, and having affordable EFI. Now, you hear things about everything in this world. This ain't right, that ain't right. Oh, this is gonna be a hat trick. Here's the truth of the matter, guys. 90% of the problems with any of these aftermarket stuff is your fault. User error. Now, I know a lot of you are never gonna want to admit that, but that is the truth of the matter. If you're doing a Holley Sniper and you don't take the time to wire it properly, hey, you're gonna have a problem with it. But that's with any EFI, even a carburetor. If you don't install it properly, well, you know what? You're liable to have a problem with it. That's not anybody's fault but your own. So, I gotta try to figure out how to get this little thing down in here. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly what my problem is. And I'll be right back after I fix this problem. See what this does, and then I'll tell you what I did. Okay, so when you cut the brackets off on these, I didn't cut enough off of this bracket, so it was actually hitting and wouldn't allow me to put it down into the tank because I didn't cut enough off of it. But now we have enough off of it. Make sure we do have a little bit. You double check. Now, since I wrestled that thing around there, I'm gonna take a minute, I'm gonna double check and make sure I didn't lose any of my measurements. And I did. So while I'm wiggling that down around there, I pushed the float. Right there's where that float's supposed to, that's the thickness of the gasket, and that should be touching. So check it one more time. Okay. Reason I knew something was off because I set all this and I cut everything to the right length. And right here, this was past the stop, not allowing me to push it all the way down in there. So, does not hurt. Take a minute, go back and double check. If something's not going in the way you thought it should, take a fucking minute and double check it. Let's suck get out on the road, have your gas gauge reading wrong, and you run out of gas because you bumped the float one time. So, the EFI tank is installed or is prepared and ready to go in the car.